So our next heat will be the men's E 1500. Hip 1, David Grieg of Ivanhoe. Hip 2, Daniel Malone of Knox. Hip 3, Eric Trinkle of Knox. Hip 4, Raymond Chan of Box Hill. Hip 5, Joshua Hawkes of Wendouree. Hip 6, Jonathan Peck of Geelong Guild. Hip 7, Raymond Nayar of Western Athletics. Hip 8, Logan Janetsky of Glen Huntley. Hip 9, Jack McLean of Box Hill. Hip 10, Matthew Vinor of Athletics Dun and Wadding. Hip 11, Ben Grimes of Knox. Hip 12, Jack Bowen of St. Kevin's. Hip 13, Xavier Johnson of Mentone. Hip 14, Kane Marriott of Diamond Valley. Hip 15, Lachlan Welsh of Williamstown. And Hip 16, Alistair McDonald of Western Athletics. So Logan Janetsky was a winner of one of the Vic Milers Awards for his efforts last month over the 3K. A very strong, gutsy run from him, leading much of the way and then able to take out that win in the final stage of the race. So we'll see what's in store for him today. Away very quickly, and Janetsky, no surprise, right amongst it. He's the figure in the bright blue singlet, just sitting in second place there.
Raymond Nayar of Western Us is going to take them out. So Janetsky's going to sit right behind him. Nayar is going to lead it, and I believe that behind them is actually Xavier Johnson of Mentone. So Nayar, he's happy to take the front, and I feel like people always feel a little bit better when someone tall takes it. He checks his watch 200 metres in, and he's making sure that he's on pace. But it looks like Logan Janetsky is more than happy to just benefit off the height of the man in front of him and sit back there as we see Ben Grimes now start to get on the shoulder of the leading two. And out there in lane 2 is Jack Bowen. I believe his brother raced in the previous one before this, so he's going to sit in lane 2 and try and find his spot as we come up 400 metres into it. And Nayar of Western Ats has led the entire way for this 400 and about a 63 through. So Janetsky right behind him, and it's a bit similar, isn't it?
Yeah, so well and truly on PB pace, these boys. So 4:20, the fastest seed times put in, Nayar and Janetsky, both of those. So they'd be looking at about 69 seconds through the 400 mark, and they were 6 seconds ahead of that. So well and truly on that PB pace as we see the field strung out very well. A lot of the athletes being able to sit, relax in some comfortable positions. But Janetsky and Nayar both looking extremely smooth up front. It looks like that Jack Bowen of St. Kevin's, he was able to just kind of get himself on the back of that group.
Yeah, and these three out the front are starting to really inject a little bit of pace. We're going to see who's get on there. And as you've said that, Jack Bowen now is going to be the one to jump on the back. And behind him is Joshua Hawkins, I believe. So he's going to latch onto the back of that front group. We're going to see who's going to do the work in the one behind. I believe that's David Grieg of Ivanhoe. So he might get to the front of the chase pack, but they are now starting to inject a little bit more pace. Xavier Johnson of Mentone, the only one who can go with, but Janetsky not far away. The three behind them are going to work well together as we see Joshua Hawkes of Wendouree now. He's going to move around Janetsky, and he does not want to be caught behind when the moves are made. So 600 metres to go. Nayar still leading. But as we start to see Hawkes now make his presence felt, Janetsky still not far away from the three in front. So it's going to shape up to be a pretty interesting final 500 metres here, Jim.
Yeah, it definitely will be. So, again, keep an eye on that clock because 4:20 is the PB pace. We'd look at about a 3:11 as they get them through this bell lap. Would have them right on that, and I think they're well and truly going to be under that. So, Nayar going to lead them through. Johnson just behind him.
And a ring-a-ding-ding, and away we go. 400 metres to go. Janetsky, I know he's a little bit behind, but he surprised us last time. Let's see if he can pull something off. But Nayar now starting to stride away. He's put 5-7, now 10 metres into the field. And behind him there is still Xavier Johnson of Mentone. So it seems to be Nayar who's having no issues in pulling away with 300 to go as he is extending his stride and he's saying, see you later. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. I'll take this one. 200 metres to go now. And we still start to see Hawkes now overtake our Mentone athlete in Xavier Johnson. But Nayar, he is moving away and moving away quite comfortably. He doesn't seem to be disturbed whatsoever with what's going on behind him, and so he shouldn't with 100 metres to go. He is moving beautifully, 30 metres in front, and I believe that's Joshua Hawkes of Wendouree who's going to come into the straight, but It is all Nayar from Western Nats. Raman Nayar. He's going to take this out, and he's going to take it out in a pretty quick time, I would say. So we see the clock go 4:08, 4:09. So he's under the 4:10. And it's Joshua Hawks who's going to come down, and Janetsky now is going to fight it out for third. But I think Xavier Johnson's going to hold on. Janetsky, Bowles. And now we start to see the rest of the field come through. David Grieg there of Ivanhoe. Had a great race there from Nayar. He did go gun to tape.
Oh, he sure did. That was a fantastic run. He's wiped about 12 seconds off his personal best, and a lot of the front end of that field all coming through under 4:20. So a lot of happy boys after this race, all going home with PBs. Fantastic running. Nayar doing a big service to the rest of the field, taking that pace early, bring them all along with him, and what a perfect example of what Vic Miles Club is all about. Just getting on the back, having a crack and running some fast times and PBs.
Yeah, that's it. It only takes one to be able to bring the rest of the field through. The competitive juices get flowing, and you don't want to be the one to fall off. So fantastic work there. 12-second PB. Jeez, you would be absolutely stoked. You'd be telling everyone about that one. So well done there to Nayar of the Western Athletic Club.
Yeah, perhaps one of the Vic Miles Encouragement Awards for that performance, because that was brilliant.